Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Recha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of First Chronicles, the 25th chapter. And as we went through in the 24th chapter, we saw the orderings or the divisions of the sons of Aaron in the lots or the duties of the temple. Moreover, David and the captains of the hosts separated to the service of the sons of Asaph, and of Heman, and of Jeduthun, who should prophesy with harps, with psalteries, and with cymbals. And the number of the workmen according to their service was, now when it says they should prophesy with these, this was more so in the sense, well, let's look into the word prophesy here. But it is a bit more, kind of like what Miriam did as well. So you have here, right, to prophesy under the influence of divine spirit. And that was basically what it was with most of like the songs or the psalms that they would sing, some of which, a lot of which were inspired by King David. And so the actual writings or the lyrics of those psalms, you'll see are pretty prophetic in themselves. But in the singing that these Levites would be singing, it would be under the influence or under the divine influence. Okay, hence it was on top of the, prophetic or divinely inspired lyrics as well, which is why it mentioned them prophesying with harps and psalteries. So it's not like how, for example, we do today where, give me this precept and then break this down and speak on those things, but a different version of that, just for clarity. So David here divided or separated those that would be of the service of like the singing and so on. And of the sons of Asaph, Zaccur, and Joseph, and Nethaniah, and Asarela, the sons of Asaph under the hands of Asaph, which prophesied according to the order of the king. Of Jeduthun, the sons of Jeduthun, Gedaliah, and Zeri, and Jeshiah, and Hashabiah, and Mattathiah, 6, under the hands of their father Jeduthun, who prophesied with a harp, to give thanks and to praise the Lord. So here it's like more so like they sung and or played or sounded the instrument, however you want to say it. And now when it says under the hand, here in the NKJV, it uses the word here direction. So Asaph being one like leader, Jeduthun being another, like how you have when you go to like an orchestra, you have the orchestrator and then those that are playing under their command. Something similar, but obviously you didn't have them with a wand in your hand or whatever, directing them that way. But it basically means that they were under the direction of Jeduthun and so on. Verse 4 of Heman, or Heman, the sons of Heman, Bukiah, Mattaniah, and Uziel, Shebuel, and Jerimoth, Hanani, Eliathah, Gedalti, and Ramam-Tiezer, Bekashah, Malothi, Hothir, and Mahazioth. All these were the sons of Heman, the king's seer, in the words of God, to lift up the horn. And God gave to Heman 14 sons and 3 daughters. All these were under the hands of their father for song in the house of the Lord. So they were under his direction, with cymbals, psalteries, and harps, for the service of the house of God, according to the king's order, to Asaph, Jeduthun, and Heman. So they were like the top 3 in that division of songs or singing or praises. So the number of them with their brethren that were instructed in the songs of the Lord, even all that were cunning i.e. skilled, was 280. That's 288. And they cast lots, ward against ward, as well the small as the great, the teacher as the scholar. So once again, reading this again. NLT, the musicians were appointed to their term of service by means of sacred lots, without regard whether they were young or old, teacher or student. That's what it means by as well the small as the great. Now the first lot came forth for Asaph to Joseph, the second to Gedaliah, who with his brethren and sons were 12. Let me also pull this up here. I believe it's saying that basically, let's just read it. NLT. The first lot fell to Joseph of the Asaph clan, and 12 of his sons and relatives. The second lot fell to Gedaliah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The third to Zakur, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The fourth to Isri, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The fifth to Nethaniah, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The sixth to Bukiah, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The seventh to Jesherelah, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The eighth to Jeshaiah, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The ninth to Mattaniah, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 10th to Shimei, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 11th to Azareel, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 12th to Hashabiah, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 13th to Shubael, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 14th to Mattathiah, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 15th to Jerimoth, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 16th to Hananiah, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 17th to Joshbekashah, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 18th to Hanani, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 19th to Malothi, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 20th to Eliathah, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 21st to Hothir, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 22nd to Gedalti, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 23rd to Mahazioth, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. The 24th to Ramamtiezer, he, his sons, and his brethren were 12. And that brings us to the end of the book of 1 Chronicles, the 25th chapter. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Recha Kodash. And until next time, Shalom.